Hey guys, it's the Volley King here. We're gonna start by opening up a golden pack, and I'll get into a little bit who I am later. So first we have a little bit of money, not too bad. Some gems, disorient cards, which are actually really good. Some character cards, not too bad. I already have all those. The duplicated ones are nice because they give you a lot of money normally. So it's not too bad. 816 coins ain't horrible. Obviously I don't need them too much, but going in through my character a little bit, just checking to see all the new stuff I got and all that. And I always recommend upgrading your character because it gives you more experience for what you're trying to do. So that's actually super nice to be able to have that. Because the more experience you get, the more powers you can get, the higher levels you can go and all that. So, and I'll get into that stuff a little bit later as well. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm a little bit low on the two powers I use, which are High Net and Shrink. The reason I use those is because they're super cheap. There's 5 gems each for 5 of them, so a gem a power pretty much, and they're really good for everything like that. And so I just recommend using those because they're cheap and super powerful, and I'll show you why later. So we see this guy, 61.6 power, level like 16 something. That's normally what I play against in this Beijing arena. I like playing in this high arena. I have the best gameplay here. So you'll see I use the shrink power super offensively. So you'll see that throughout this match and the next one that we'll be watching. The shrink power is a very offensive power. You can shrink your opponent. It allows you to get the ball to go all the way to the back, and then they're at the front and they can't make it there. It's a super offensive power. I use it when they mess up. You'll notice that I serve from the ground. The reason I do that is because they like to jump just like that, and so they either have to choose to go back and get the ball when I hit it right back, or they have to come forward and dive, and then that's when I use the shrink power. The disorient power kind of has the same effect in this case. This guy is just not very good. He's not playing very well. He's kind of just letting the ball drop in a lot of different places. You'll see I did that dive there. Why did I do that dive? I did that dive because he had that ball heat up power or whatever that makes it so that I get stunned for like 5 seconds, which is super OP. And he got a score there. I'm kind of mad, but it's fine. It's so OP that the only way to do it is just to have the power die out, because it only lasts for like 3 seconds. And so if they don't hit it in that time that they start it, then you're good. And I realize a lot of people do that, and then you'll see he does that double points a little too early. And so here I do the high net. I use my high net defensively. It's a super good offensive power. Overall, it's probably just one of, if not the best powers in the game, I'd say, for cost to effectiveness ratio. And so you can use it offensively. I'm pretty sure he does here, or maybe this next game, the guy after this does as well. But either way, it's a super good power that I highly recommend using. It's one of the best in the game by far. And so I kind of have this game in the bag, so I'm just going to talk and say this is just going to be my first video. I don't know if I'll do this like constantly, but I'm kind of just doing it for fun. I like playing this game, so I thought might as well share it with other people, see how I play, see the tips and tricks that I have kind of found, and see where I'm at. Just kind of help you guys, and then if you have any questions, you can let me know. I've played this game for only a few weeks now, I'd say. Probably like 2, maybe a little bit less, but yeah, only like 2 weeks. And it's not too bad. So we got a win there, 100,000 coins. It's pretty good. And so I'll go through my character a little bit. So I play as Beach, obviously the highest character. I'm going to play as him. And I'm hoping I get Thunder Thighs or White Witch at some point. They're both super powerful. I'm really close to Thunder Thighs. That's kind of why I want him. If you look at his stamina and skill, it's super OP. And then White Witch just has a crazy jump. And then the other two, obviously, at some point I want Vulcan because he's the best character in the game. But we'll see. You'll see I'm using this Nightwing armor. I did buy it. And it is super good. The reason I use it is because it provides more overall power than the other green spike shirt. Same thing with the boots. It just provides more power. And then for the crown, it's just because it's the most powerful thing I have compared to the hippie hat. It's more powerful. Nightwing goggles just because they're the highest up, and then same thing with the gloves. So normally the higher it is up, the more powerful it'll be. So that's why I recommend using that. And then back again to the powers, using high net and shrink, and then disorient I just got from the gold pack that I opened up earlier. The reason, I mean, if you look at the other 5 cost ratios, because if you're not trying to spend that many gems, you have giant, you have ice ball, and you have slow. Slow is a good one. I do recommend slow, but the rest of them are just not that good, for the amount of cost. And you'll notice this game too. I'll show you guys. I think I've gotten so much money that they just make the people I'm playing overpowered, because if you look, to have double points, you have to be level 20. And so you'll see that this guy is only level 15. And again, he has 61.6 power, which I think is what it brings them up to if your power level is too high, to try and like even it out a little bit in this highest up arena. And so I again use shrink super quickly, because again, he has those powers. If you'll see, he has disorient as well and double. So I had to use the high net here to play a little bit of defense, because I'm not trying to let him score 2 points on me. I didn't even know if I'd get the point. I didn't really care. My point is that he didn't get 2 points on me. And so you see, he uses high net here too. So I know that his powers are disorient. Instead of the fastball, it's disorient, double points, and high net, which is okay, because I like to hit it back in once over in this league, as much as I can, because of the amount of people that use high net and freeze ball and the super fast fiery ball. And that is just the only thing you can do to kind of counter it. I'm fine that he's disorient. I like it more than the fireball in it, but again, I'm going to try and play a little bit defense. He gets it over the high net there, that's fine. His character has a high jump, because again, he has the stat boost. And so I'm fine with it. He didn't score double points. It's not that big of a deal. I'm up by 4 with, less than half the time remaining. And now I'm up by 5, so it's not too bad. And so learning, one of the biggest things you can do with the disorient power, it can be super obviously disorienting, but the best thing you can do is just small movements the whole game, so that once the disorient power comes up, you're not moving all the way to one side or the other. Now you have to readjust, right? It's just small movements. So that's why you'll see me use a lot of small movements is finding out the power there. The point there, I'm not too mad about it. It's whatever. I'm still going to use the shrink power. I want to be up by a decent amount because he has double points, right? And so I know that he has probably about 2 uses left of those double points. So just in case, I want to make sure that he can't get there. And so being up by 5 gives me that advantage more than being up by 4. And now I'm up by 6, so I'm good for sure. I could really care less. I could honestly stop playing and I'd still win the game, but I'm going to keep playing. And he's going to get me there. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's a win for us anyways. There's 3 seconds left. I don't really care too much. And he did get me there with the disorient power, and that's what I'm talking about, holding it down. You want to use those little tiny movements. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I played a couple of games for you. I hope you guys have a good day. And this was Volley King. I'll probably have more videos coming out soon. Goodbye now.